Royalty Beauty Brands is a female, Black-owned beauty company with all of your cosmetic needs in mind. Right now, we offer hair extensions, eyelash extensions, and our flagship product, Yum Bella Lip Glam. Coming soon to add to our product line will be promo merchandise, lip oil, lip scrub, beard oil, body butter, body soap, and makeup, to name a few. Every product is vegan friendly and carefully made with the consumer in mind. Check out our Royalty Beauty Brand social media and go to our website to sign up for our exclusive mailing list for discount codes and to place an order. Don't forget to leave us some feedback. Royalty Beauty Brands. We see the beauty in you.
We hustle, but the nothing. Know that the ride or die.
Welcome to the House of the Princess.
I keep waiting by my seat. Know that the ride or die.
I'm 50% righteous, 50% ratchet.
We hustle, but the nothing. Waiting by my seat. Know that the ride or die. My name came up a lot of sounds. More when
Thank
I was
y'all
not
for joining
around.
us.
Certain people that I know.
Welcome to the House of the Princess with none other than who it be. Me, Princess AV, and where we're what? Y'all thinking like, why in the hell is she giving these avatar teas? Okay, so it's only going to be temporary. I am finna come in the building, and I just got to get in the house, and I just don't want you to see me yet. So you already know what I look like, and you know that I'm beautiful, and y'all know what it building. Evangelist Robson, Alinda, Black Diamond, Silver Diamond, Reparations. Hey, TGI Friday. Y'all could be anywhere that it's Friday night. You know, y'all is outside. The world is halfway open. Y'all trying to dodge this good old variant, but y'all is in here with me. So I appreciate it. Tell your friends. Ooh, sound going in and out. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Tell you it'll be all right in a hot second. Tell your people to come on in the room like we always do. Also, take a moment out. Go get your cool beverages, okay? Do you cups or your wine glass? Wood, Mr. Reed, don't get on me, okay? My knights in shining armor are already in the building. Y'all make sure y'all respect them and y'all respect the chat, because if not, they're gonna cut you, okay? And they're gonna hit you with the heat. My sound should be good in a few minutes. Also, if you're taking the time, I want you to do something. I want you to stop. I want you to look down. I need you to press that like button and most definitely have that subscribe button. Now, you better hope that I don't put it on subscribers only in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So get in here and subscribe. It costs you nothing to like, nothing to subscribe and help us out. Okay, so you got your wine glass, Silver Diamond. I see you. I've been eating a cool beverage. Y'all know I'm sitting up here on this here diet, and I'm drinking this here water, and I feel like I'm starving to death, but that's okay. Now, look, I know it's more people should be up in here in this room. Some of y'all over there, Bishop Channel. I don't think Nosy is live, but come on in here. We're going to talk with some very special people to me, and they are the Downing brothers. I don't know if y'all know who they are, but they are the newest real estate moguls on the scene. So I really need my bro Keaton in the building, so he can learn something. We could show something, do a little networking. So if y'all see him out there in the bushes, tell him to put an APB and get his ass up in this room. Thank y'all so much for the support. I don't remember any significant palace news other than I'm still getting your Google Forms up so that you can sign up for your goodies, my kings and queens and prince and princesses. Also, yeah, one quick announcement. Y'all know what this is. You have to sign up. Anybody who is a duke or duchess, prince, princess, king or queen, that's $9.99 membership and up. You are able to participate in the royal family talent show. Now that is on Sister Sanitra's channel. The top prize is $250. They are taking any talent that you have. You can put them on a glass. We don't care if you're sitting up there folding bed sheets. As long as you do it in a finesseful way, you can participate. Okay. Tell me that you want to participate, and I will put you in there. That is our sister channel. Members only. And if you would like to be a member, go down in the description box and click on the link. Or if you're looking and you can see the join button, hit the join button, become a member. I do appreciate your support, all of you. Now, look, you got to be careful, Songbird. You're going to have Sinitra jump on me because they are the royal family and we are the royal citizens. We don't have no beef or nothing, but she gonna tell you that they are the royal family and we are the royal citizens. But anyway it go, we got crowns on and we are doing it well. Yeah, let me see your new crowns in the chat. Today was a good day, so we're about to get down to it because I had to take the production assistant. I wanted to go live, but it was just so much going on. The production assistant officially left today. So now I have to get me another production assistant, a real production assistant. So I'm not crying like I've been crying and everything on camera. So I hope that continues. And I thank y'all for y'all support. Yeah, you're going to have Sinitra try to read me like she read them folks the other day. So back to the matter at hand. I have the Downing brothers in the house. They're real estate moguls. They are also stars and co-hosts of the new show called Backyard Bar Wars on Tru TV. And if you black folks ain't watched it, the white ones too, but the white people that's in here, don't reach you black too, okay? Y'all need to watch, okay? We need to support one another, support all of our hustles, and just support, period. You know how I do. We all take care of each other as a community, and that's what we're here for. So I'm going to talk with them. I bring knowledge as well as laughs, and we cut up on this channel, but we're 50%. That's what 50% ratchet and 50% righteous is all about. It's about having balance in our lives. So I want y'all to have some balance today. I want y'all to ask questions, and I want you to be mindful of what it is. So without further ado, I know y'all thinking like, what in the hell? I'm going to bring on my first Downing brother, and his name is Anthony Downing.
Hey, what's going on, Cuzzo?
Now y'all give him a ghetto clap. Y'all know how we do. Give him a warm welcome.
What's happening? What's going on to the family? I heard you talking about the royal family and everyone with the crowns. I got my natural crown up here. You know what I'm saying?
They got the red cups. They give you the tiara and the red cups. Karen got a red cup. She don't have no glass. See, because we 50% righteous and 50% ratchet, sometimes you drink your wine out the glass, and sometimes you drink your vodka out the red cup. So that's how.
Hey, I'm a humble citizen. I'll drink out of the glass or a cup. Doesn't matter. I know where I came from.
Exactly. So, welcome, and tell the people a little bit about yourself.
All right. So, my name is Anthony Downing. I'm one half of the Downing brothers. We actually have 3 more brothers outside of the 2 of us. But if you look behind me, you can see. Let's see. Go that way. Okay, that way. If you look behind me, you see a picture of the 2 of us, and we have a podcast called Homecoming with the Downing Brothers, and we have a book that we wrote. That way. All right, there we go. And we have a book that teaches people about financial literacy and how to purchase properties and do renovations and have strategies on how to be successful in real estate. And we have this new show on Tru TV called Backyard Bar Wars, which is a competition. I call it the 3 C's. It's comedy, it's competition, and it's construction, because you get to see us actually building these bars, these amazing bars in backyards, and two friends come together and compete, and me and Anton are assigned to each one of them, so we're always competing in each episode also, to bring the best designs and construction of bars on Backyard Bar Wars. And I think it's something that if when people watch it, I know a lot of people they love renovation shows, and this is unique in the fact that we do 2 renovations in every episode, and they're always unique. And then it's that competition component, and then there's also laughs, and there's signature drinks, and for everybody raising their red cup or their glass, there's definitely a drink for you in every episode. And we're just excited to have these different platforms, right? Because we talk business on our podcast, and we have our book to educate people, but then we get to entertain people on TV. So because we wear these different hats and we walk these different lanes.
So yeah, we're gonna put, I make sure that I promote everybody that comes across my platform. So, well, actually, it's already in the description box. How to contact them on Facebook, how to contact them on Instagram, their website, everything. So also their book is on Amazon, and you can buy it. And let me tell you, I know everybody's not super smart. I got some low learners in my neighborhood, in my citizens. So this book is an easy read, even for you. Okay, it's got cartoons, it's got pictures. Okay, because I don't like to read a lot of times, but it's stuff in there for everybody to be able to read it, and it's very simple and gets to the point of how to do just how to get you started in real estate, and I love it. I actually love it. I need to read it again.
Yeah, you can always get that refresher. I mean, that's what we do with books.
I love those type of shows. We'll check it out. Mm-hmm. Yes. And Anthony, how did y'all get into, I know I'm going to do some back questions, but mm-hmm. How did y'all get into doing this show specifically?
All right. So specifically on this show, in order for me to answer that question, I have to give a little, a little bit of history.
So we got to go all the way back?
Yeah, we're not going to go too far back. We'll just go a couple years back. Well, no, you know what? I'll give a full chronological.
How did you get into real estate? Let's start.
Yeah, because that's where it starts. Because if not for that, then we wouldn't have gotten on the show. So, I purchased my first property back in 2007. And from that property, from that condo, it moved on to my Royal Citizens, BJ. Okay. So I bought that property in 2007, and eventually I moved on to buy, the big house in Bronzeville. And, for all of the Royal Citizens, it was in a Vela, you tell them, what I'm saying? Like, we had fun. But that led to doing a gut rehab. And then we started to buy apartment buildings and then do flips. And then eventually one of our friends that we went to college with, asked us if we ever had thought about doing a renovation on TV, like, being on HGTV, like the Property Brothers. And we didn't really take it seriously initially. We thought it was funny, but he actually took out his phone and put us on speakerphone, and we kind of did like this phone interview right then and there on the spot. And then they came out with cameras a couple of days later, and it kind of went from 0 to 100. But it was a long period of time though. It didn't happen overnight. It was like we did a sizzle reel. They sent that off to HGTV. 4 months later, we thought they forgot about us. Then they come back and say, "Oh, we need to shoot some more." We do that. We wait another 5 months, and then eventually they give us the green light to film our first show on HGTV called Double Down. That was in 2019. So, just about a decade after we started the real estate journey is when we ended up on TV. Over a decade, I should say. So once we did that,
wow, time flies.
Doesn't it? Time flies. But this is the thing. we weren't really prepared because it wasn't something we intended to do. We didn't audition. We didn't go looking for a TV show. We were just doing a life. We're firefighters. We bought a couple of properties. We collecting our rent. We finding the properties to flip and just figuring out the real estate game, taking our lumps, learning our lessons. And this just happened to happen in the midst of all of that. And we just took advantage of the opportunity. And the big thing for us was that what we didn't understand at the time is that there was so many things we weren't prepared for because we didn't have social media. There was no Downing Brothers Instagram page or Facebook page or Twitter. We didn't have a website, for people to come discover us. We didn't have a podcast. We hadn't written a book. None of that stuff had happened. And we are on TV, on HGTV with none of that. It wasn't. And then all of a sudden we were on every talk show.
Remember I told you, I said, you're going to have to get your Instagram. I'm like, I see these women in these chats and they is going crazy. Yeah. I'm like, you're going to have to get everything separate, like now.
Yeah. And so from that point, once we were thrust onto TV and now we were doing Windy City Live and WGN and Fox and WGCI and Power 92, we were doing all these interviews about the show. That's when we realized, like, yo, we have to figure out a way for people to find us. And then on top of that, people are asking us all types of questions about how to buy property and how to do renovations. And that's what led us to going ahead and starting the podcast and making sure we had a logo and then getting a website. And then eventually a year after that, writing a book so that people have access to that so that we can really empower. And then we started our brand partnership with Guarantee Rate and had these free seminars for people to see us in person before COVID, which kind of, that kind of derailed a couple of things. But eventually, though the HGTV show didn't pan into a full season, because we were relevant and because we kept on creating and providing and helping and giving information, they found us through the power of Google. They were looking for talent for this show. They Googled, found out about us, figured out how to get to us. And literally on our birthday, on November 30th of this past year of 2020, we were at O'Hare Airport at baggage claim, returning from LA. And we get a text message, from a number we didn't recognize, both of us. And we're like, who has our phone number? And it was this casting director. They got our number from someone else that we work with in the industry, asking us if we were interested in this show. And you know how it goes from there. Zoom, a whole bunch of Zooms. And then it ended up being a good fit. And then we, helped produce this season where it's 10 episodes. And last night was episode 7.
So you actually helped produce the show? See, that part I didn't know.
No. We didn't produce the show. We're not listed as producers. I just meant that we
helped make it happen,
right? So we did our part in starring in the show and showing people the builds and making sure everyone had a great time and if you watch the show, you understand our role. Our role is to make sure that these projects get built and that the audience understands what we're doing, and to showcase the different elements to it, and then to make sure the homeowners feel a part of it. You know what I'm saying? We make sure that they participate and enjoy the process of us transforming their backyard, and then also working with Chris DiStefano, the host. He's a comedian from New York. He's nuts. So it's like we try to react to all this crazy stuff he says. Half the stuff doesn't even make it on TV.
I'm sure. From me knowing y'all, I'll be like, okay, I know it was something. Sorry, I know it was something extra in that part. That happened,
For sure. Hey, I'm telling you, if I gotta get you in the room with him one day. I gotta get you in the room with him one day because I know you have a ball because Chris is nuts and just the way that you talk and the different things that you say, I know you have a good time.
Yeah, you probably turn red in the face because I am my mother's child.
Hey, look. if you gonna enjoy yourself, I can just walk out the room. You ain't gotta tell me what happened next.
You know, we done send it up and be talk. You talk crazy, and you know I talk crazy too. So it would probably be a great time.
Yeah. So and I think when you watch the show, I mean, you know, when you make a TV show, you're trying to make it entertaining, and you have to stay within the rules and the bounds of the show. And that's the reason why certain things don't make it in there. I mean, literally, we film 20 hours of footage for an episode that ends up only being 22 minutes of a half-hour show. It's 22 minutes and it's 8 minutes of commercials. But we did 20 hours of filming, and they have to take the best parts of it to actually make the show make sense. So so it's always amazing to me. I'm as excited as anybody else when the show comes out, because I don't see it prior to everyone else. So I'm excited to see what made the cut. I'm always praying that the most interesting thing or thing that was important to me that I wanted to see actually makes it. And they've done the showrunner Reno Kamosi. He's done an excellent job of putting the very best parts of these builds, of these interactions between us and the homeowners and Chris. And I'm saying, it's a show that I think that for those of you who haven't watched it yet, if you have on demand, you can sit there and binge watch they're 30-minute episodes, so you can binge watch these 7 episodes because they're all entertaining, they're all unique. You don't have to worry about, it's a repeat of what I just saw in the last episode. All of them are unique because we're building what the homeowners want. They have a dream that they want some kind of Japanese samurai bar. Well, that's what we do. If they want a Mexican cantina, if they want a magician's lair, people have these interesting thoughts on what they want for their bars. And then we bring that to life, and you guys are watching it through the episode, watching this journey of us making those transformations. I did a bill for, what do we call it? Medieval Times, right? Did a Medieval Times bar, because he was really into knights and armor.
Yeah, that was last episode.
Yeah, and I mean, one, how I've heard this term thrown around. Black people, we're not a monolith, right? We have all types of interests. We come from all types of backgrounds. And in that episode, I met a brother that was really into Dungeons and Dragons. He was really into Game of Thrones and those types of movies that are with knights and horses and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not really into all of that, especially not dressing up seriously, that kind of stuff. But that's what he was into, and we were able to bring that dream to reality. And it's really amazing that we actually get to build these things, and then too that we get to make people happy. Because these homeowners, they keep these bars. They're real. It's not like we tear it down after we finish filming and leave. No, they keep these bars and get a chance to enjoy it with their family and friends.
And Songbird says, God's timing is everything. Just stay in position for him and watch how he moves. This has encouraged me a lot. I'm excited to watching the show. And Ms. Drea says, congratulations. Black Diamond says, I will try to watch, but these YouTube streets have me constantly skating up and down the aisle. Look, sometimes it's on Hulu. So I myself, I'm in the YouTube streets. I am these streets. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I watch it late at night. It's on Hulu. It's on the Tru TV app. I'm sure sometimes you can find it streaming on YouTube. You never know, because everything.
Yeah, if you have YouTube TV, all the episodes are available. If you have YouTube TV, so Hulu, YouTube TV. There's several different ways. I know a lot of people have cut the cord, but if you got cable still, got Comcast, I'm sure you can get all the, or Direct TV or whatever. All the episodes are sitting there. So
that's great.
I just really encourage people to watch it. And I don't know the numbers. I haven't done enough research, but I do wonder, are there, how many African Americans are aware that this show exists? Because I want people to, go to Tru TV. We come on right after the Impractical Jokers, which is one of the most watched shows in all of TV. I don't know if people know that, but the Impractical Jokers, those 4 guys, from New York that go around doing pranks with each other. It's one of the most watched shows on TV, and it's Tru TV's flagship show, and we follow that show. And so,
Now
but
that
our community, I want to make sure our community knows that this show is there. So spread the word and make sure that they go to check it out, because we've done something special here.
That I wasn't aware of. I knew it was the big show, but that just lets me know that they put you in a position to be great. Like they really want you to be great. And I think that a lot of times that is problematic for us, just as Black people, that, yeah, we can do these things. Yeah, they'll put us on TV, but they won't really give us a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's good. And it looks like y'all have a really good chemistry on the show. So my next question would be, what really was your favorite episode?
I mean, I can only go from the 7 episodes that have come on. My favorite episode is 6. That's the one with Cindy and Tiffany. Cindy, I was paired with Cindy to do the Mexican cantina, and Anton was paired with Tiffany to do the Moroccan bar. And both of these bars came out excellent, right? Like we took what they had and just completely transformed their backyards with our bars. And one of the things I really liked about episode 6 is that Anton and I, we really had these sections where we showed people these are the materials that we use. This is why I had this faux stone and I applied it this to make her theme come to life. These are the tools that I use. So you see me actually sanding and cutting and nailing stuff up. You see Anton doing the same thing as he's putting that bar up and trying to figure out how to get that bar level, and the countertop being poured, and it's like you get to really see the process. They actually did a lot more process in episode 6 for whatever reason. And I know we'll be talking to Reno at the end of the season to talk about best practices and what people really liked. And me, because I come from the renovation, from real estate and renovation, that's what excites me. I mean, obviously, that's my part. Our role in it is to show you guys like what we're building and how we're building it. And we really got into it in that episode. I mean, every episode we explain what we're building, but those episodes you really see it. You know what I'm saying? Like see us in the process of building.
It seemed like it was more to that episode than it was the last one, though. That one and the one with the medieval times one.
Oh, that medieval times episode is probably my second favorite.
Okay.
I think that's my second favorite. It's amazing you pointed that out, that you saw that you felt the same thing that I felt. Because then there's a blueprint for the show, but because this is season 1, all of us were learning.
You kind of running it like
right. Okay. I'm talking about the talent. So me, Anton, and Chris, we're learning each other's chemistry in front of the camera, learning how to articulate what we're doing, how to go off each other. I believe that the production team, they were learning how to talk to us and communicate with us, because communication is so key in trying to figure out the best way to film this, right? And then you got the homeowners who, along the way, as the season progressed, I really started to take more of an active role in telling who I was assigned to what they needed to do to win. You know what I'm saying?
Still learning. So as you got along, you got better at what you were doing.
Because once I understood, I'm like, okay, by the time we finished doing like the 3rd episode, I was like, wait a minute. You got to have an awesome drink to win this show. Okay. For all of y'all that love to drink, there are 2 amazing drinks made, what we call the signature drinks, in every episode. And if you really pay attention, the person who wins always has a good drink. If there's a couple episodes where the drink wasn't good. There's like 2 episodes.
Somebody out on the last of Joe or somebody like that.
Hey, you saw that, right?
I was like, well, damn.
Right. So they go in, we go and call out Joe about his drink. And Ray, from the very first episode, Ray's drink was not good. Look, I love Ray.
He has the best canvas to do it.
Well, hold on. Let me explain about Ray. All right, you know what I'm talking about, right? Episode 1.
That's the black guy.
Right, exactly. Now I love Ray, but Ray he's into performance. When he chose his drink because he wanted it to be a drink.
On fire and all that.
Hmm?
He was setting it on fire. He was doing extra.
Right. He was setting it on fire, and he had the sparks going, and he had his chant that he came up with. Hey, hey, all that stuff. Right. So he was all about the performance. But what he did not know, and this is episode 1, what he did not know is that when they vote, people don't care about the flames and the sparks and stuff. They care about whether the drink tastes drunk. Good. Did the drink taste good? Okay. Did it taste good? And 2, do I feel any effects from the alcohol? Because you want to taste good and feel a little tipsy.
Yeah, you don't want it watered down, pretty much. Let's take a second to acknowledge our first super chat. Evangelist Valerie, you as always kicking off the super chats. Shout out to Princess for supporting Black culture and letting us know what's out here. Excited to watch the Downing Brothers. Yes, yes, yes. And those that are on the playback, the watch information will be in the description box. And again, if y'all haven't liked this video, I need you to take the time to look down and like and subscribe. I hope that you're, that's for Evangelist Robinson. Look at this. Black men working, and that is the Black Diamond, the knight in shining armor. And I got a special shout out for her tonight. Wink, wink. She's always on me. Okay, Miss Brown Skin Beauty, you made it into the building, and y'all already know how to play it on back, rewind it on back, and share.
You got some cute women in here. I see these pictures in here.
Okay, don't get it started. Don't get it started. So Wanda Johnson also said she wants to learn real estate. I would like for you to come back and just do a show solely on the basis of real estate and let our Black people know what to do, how to get started. But also, Black people, we got to pay to play. They do have an e-course on real estate. If you go to their website, you can find the information there.
And if you don't know what an e-course is, the e-courses we created are actual videos that once you pay for them, they're your videos to watch over and over again, where we explain the process of buying a property, of even searching for a property, how to build your real estate team, because it's more than a realtor. You need an attorney, you need a loan officer, you need contractors if you're doing renovations, you need an inspector and a 2 or 3K consultant. There's like all these things that you need. And these e-courses that we've created are videos that explain all of those things.
And I think, who is this calling during the show? Y'all know better. That means you ain't watching. Go ahead.
Because what's Wanda Johnson talking about?
Let me see. Oh, they have to. This is YouTube. That's YouTube language. At the bottom, when I say like the video, they have to like the video down at the bottom, and that helps my algorithms and helps promote the show. So that more people will watch. So they like and subscribe to the channel. So she's saying when she more than likes this show, she loves it. So that's you. That's on you because she likes what we're talking about today. So you are incorporating that. So I thank you. How long does it take to shoot the season? All
right. It took us 5 months to shoot the season. So we basically were doing 2 episodes a month. That was 10 episodes. So it took us 5 months. And we shot the entire season in Los Angeles. We were shooting all over Los Angeles County. It was a lot of work. We were outside. The entire show was shot outside. So, and that's part of the reason why we were in LA. You got to do it in a region of the country where the weather is going to cooperate so that you can film outside every day. And it worked out for us, even though some of those days, for instance, episode 7 last night, when I was doing that Bali bar, I don't know if y'all saw me on top of that roof. It was 110 degrees. I was up there nailing and screwing and putting that thatching up there, and I was burning like a turkey on Thanksgiving.
So you really do a lot of the work. You're not just sitting up there stunting and saying,
"Oh my God!" And this is the thing. I was like, normally, Cuzzo, if there was no cameras there, I would have took a bunch of breaks. I would have came down. I would have. Another thing too, I would have wore a hat, but I couldn't wear a hat because we're filming and they want to see my face.
And
you know what I'm saying?
hair.
Like that, you know, I wanted to. I would have probably took breaks every, 10 minutes, but they had me up there 30 minutes straight. And I kept on asking them after every time we said something. I'm like, "Hey, is that enough? I need to come down." Like, no, we got to shoot some more. Oh my God,
that's funny. They made you work for your little check. Look,
oh my God,
these are my supporters. This is why I don't call them fans. I call them supporters. And once they support, they support. She said, "I just opened my Xfinity app to remind and recorded episodes of Backyard Bar Wars and shared it on my social media with family. Backyard Bar Wars Marathon." Okay, now we could get that trending. Backyard Bar Wars Marathon, so y'all can catch up. Was last night the last episode of the season?
You said when is the last episode?
Yeah, was last night the last episode?
No. We got 3 more episodes left.
Okay.
So we got but this is the thing. We're doing it over the next 2 weeks. So next Thursday you'll see episode 8, and then the following Thursday on September 2nd will be episodes 9 and 10. Okay. And in the last episode, there's a crossover with the Impractical Jokers. So they, remember you were saying that about being put in a good position to win.
Mm-hmm.
That I have to give it up to Tru TV. They want our show to be successful. They even brought in the biggest names in all of TV, because if you look up the ratings right now, the Impractical Jokers are in the top 10 most watched shows every week. They have such a following.
Right. Because TV is not popping as much as it used to be. And let me tell you, Love and Hip Hop is not where it's at.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I want to get into a debate about that. I will. Okay, I'm gonna keep it positive.
Like these people in this audience would tell you, we are here for those ratchet shows, and that is the brand of the show, but they just haven't been popping. And look, here's somebody in the back. And while I have somebody in the back about to come up, let me tell y'all, the StreamYard to call in, ask a few questions is here. But let's see, the other half. It's Mr.
Whoa, man!
I see you.
Dude, crazy day, man. Just had a motorcycle into a sign assembly in Chicago.
Wow.
Anything that can happen will happen when you're trying to do an interview.
Well, that's what my people already know. Again, we 50% righteous, 50% ratchet. We have ghetto things that happen all the time, and we're all right with it because we know life happens, and life be lifing.
When we're on duty at the fire department, we see all the ratchet.
All of it.
And and that's an interesting dynamic, man. We go from Hollywood and filming this show to come back to Chicago, and I'm at the firehouse going to shootings and car accidents and fires and everything, and trying to make all of this stuff work. She asked how much of the e-course is right now, because it hasn't changed yet. It's going to be changing soon, but you can get an e-course for as little as $25 and up to $97.
And that's reasonable because we take courses all around here on YouTube, and you can buy things. That's just an investment, an investment in your future, an investment in something that you want to do. And I'm bringing these people here to you. They are real live in the flesh, in color, that can speak with you, and that that are tangible and not just selling you a product. Because I don't give no fucks about no products around here. And you have yet to see someone come on here that I have not been able to vouch for personally. So that is something that if it's really what you want to do, it's an investment. And they will help you follow through with what you want to do. Quick question: is there any truth to buying real estate to flip with no money down? I'm sure the answer is no.
All right, so I've seen that question asked a lot. And this is what happens when you see somebody advertise that. It's because they're going to direct you to how to do wholesaling. Anytime you see that, it's about wholesaling. Because what wholesaling is finding properties and getting it under your control, under assignment, and then finding somebody else to buy it for more than you have it under assignment for. And then that's what they're talking about, the no money, because it costs you no money in order to get a property under assignment, and then find somebody else who does have the money to buy the property to buy it and give you a cut of it. And then from there, if you made a $10,000 profit or a $20,000 profit, now you're in the real estate game. You got some cash that you can then start to buy and use as a down payment and leverage to be able to get the financing to start buying properties for yourself. But wholesaling is exactly what people are talking about whenever you say, oh yeah, you can do a flip, no money down, blah, 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 blah. It's a process that begins with wholesaling.
Now, there's ways to get properties, well, no money down. For instance, if you're in the military, you can use a VA loan, which is a government-backed loan. There's also, government assistance for your down payment, as much as like $10,000 for what I've seen. And, you just got to get out there, get on Google, get to it.
Yeah, but that's different. That's different from what she was saying. Like those are assistance programs, and those are programs that you earn, right? They did military service in order to be able to have, no money down. But I'm telling you, on social media, when people advertise that, they're talking about wholesaling, and wholesaling is not a bad thing. It can be done, and it can actually be done well, depending on what part of the country you're in. More than others.
DGF says, I'm watching it on demand on another monitor. I would love an illuminated onyx outdoor bar top. So I don't know which episode that is.
No, that's not an episode. That's what she wants. Right. And if you're on the show, we can make it happen for you. We can give you some kind of illuminated neon, sign, or we can put it into your bar, like into the concrete. We can, put some, polyurethane or
she wants epoxy more than likely.
Yeah, the epoxy, and put it in there and have the symbol in there. There's a bunch of creative ways we can do it. We can do it so that it pops out of your bar and press a button and it rises up into so people can see it and it can go back down. We can make it so that it actually has, your favorite adult beverage pouring out of it. You might like that. We can make it a light fixture.
Looking at this question,
y'all have come
we're
a long,
on Hulu,
long
but
way.
you can find us live on Tru TV. But yes, we are on Hulu.
Hulu, they're trying to watch the back episodes. So whatever your cable provider is, if it's on demand, you can watch them. You can watch on Hulu, Xfinity, Wow, I believe. You can go on the Tru TV app directly and download it. And YouTube TV. If you have anything like that, you could watch it. So just Google it and see what comes up. Okay, Songbird says they check it out. Yes, I've always wondered about that. Can you elaborate more on how you two transition back to your normal lives? Yes, I was going to ask that question. So
it's hard. I'm gonna tell you, like, I know when people see us on TV or social media, it looks like everything happens so quickly or we're having so much fun. But as soon as I got back to Chicago, all of the guys who stepped up to work for me while I was in LA, I'm paying them back now. So I'm doing 48-hour shifts with one day off. And until I finish doing that, and then we have to gear up for whatever our next thing is, which we're going to be visiting colleges to talk to students about how to leverage real estate to pay down the student loans, and we're going to be making some commercials and content for some companies that you guys are really familiar with. Can't tell y'all who those are yet, but it's coming real soon.
It's interesting the way she I think it was a woman that asked that question. Our normal lives are probably the least normal part of our lives, because when we're in Hollywood, we get to be like just regular citizens, basically, TV personalities, if you will. We come back, we're seeing all types of crazy stuff for 48 hours at a time. I'm on a 48 right now.
Yeah.
Wanda was asking, is that illegal? I guess the wholesaling in some states, I was told, is illegal in North Carolina.
What they've done in some states, including Illinois, is they put a limit on how many you can do, or they require you to actually have a real estate license in order to do it, because the Realtors of America Association, I forget what it's called. What's it called, Sean?
The national body, though. realtors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the National Organization for Realtors in America, they've really been lobbying against allowing regular people to just do these wholesaling things because they feel like people don't have integrity and they're doing deals that aren't in the best interest of buyers or the community or whatever. So yeah, whatever state you're in, whatever municipality you're in, you have to figure out what the rules are for wholesaling. It's different everywhere.
Yeah. I look at this next question about Miami and the difference between, Hispanics or Cubans and Black folks is largely group economics. Like we need to be
We don't stick together.
working together. We need to have real estate groups, investment groups together. I think that's probably what they're saying out in Florida.
Yeah, I think it's just my opinion. This is my observation. Group economics also requires us to do things the legal and right way, meaning having an attorney with a contract that's enforceable, making sure that we have standard operating procedures, that we have things that hold everyone accountable when you have investors, not just a handshake and everybody putting up a couple $1,000s and praying that the whole thing works. Because if you don't do it the actual legal way, there's no accountability, and that's what we need: accountability.
Now, Anton, can y'all touch a little bit? You start to explain the whole the mindset between buy back the block, because they have been doing this for a very long time, and they have, as I said, the book tells you about how to do step-by-step investing, but Anthony and Anton have been big on community building, community buying and real estate, and bringing everyone, especially our whole community, into ownership and entrepreneurship.
I found here in Chicago and the suburbs of Chicago that in the 90s and the early 2000s, it was really big for us to go away to college and then come back and then buy in the suburbs, as opposed to actually buying and investing in the neighborhoods we came from. Like the first couple of apartment buildings that we bought were right in our neighborhood. And to me, that's what Buy Back the Block really is like really reinvesting in where we came from.
Shout outs to AT2 in the building, and shout out to Love My Dogs too. Thank you for the super chat. This is very informative. I love this content, Queen. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to piggyback on what he's saying too. When we talk about like community development and us coming together, it's really hard to flip one house or one apartment building on a bad block and really change the dynamic for that block or for that community. But if people came in and did 2 or 3 on the same block or within blocks of each other, then it puts everyone on alert, because now you're like, people notice like, wait a minute, in this neighborhood, there's 2-3 flips going on. There's always a construction going on. People notice it when they drive through certain neighborhoods. Like, man, there's a lot of stuff happening. People notice it. But if it's only one, it doesn't really move the needle. So it's almost like a group of people have to get together and say, this neighborhood that we grew up in, right? Let's just name one, Chatham. Okay, we're gonna go to Chatham. We got these 3-4 block radius that we really see some opportunity on. There's some vacant buildings. Let's attack that that particular neighborhood, and then that's when you start to see the change.
And big shout out to Monita Harrison. Mm-hmm. She got together with 4 other Black male investors, and they've been going on blocks together, getting 3 houses on the same block, 4 houses, 5 houses within 2 blocks of each other. And I noticed that all year this year.
Yeah, and it makes a big difference. And like I said, we gotta move together. Like, there's a lot of individuality in our community, and we gotta move and be informative and tell each other, this is how it happens, which is why we have the book, which is why we have the podcast.
He's like, you point here and here.
I got you. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put it up in a second. Okay.
Yeah, but the reason why is because, one, we have to teach people how to do it. And then we also have to really be about like doing it the right way. No shortcuts, no handshake deals. Like, no, let's do it by the book. Let's get permits, inspections, use reputable contractors that have insurance. You know what I'm saying? Use attorneys. Like, really, like, let's just do everything the right way, and then get as many people as we can to join the movement, doing it the right way.
Okay, AT2 says in LA there's a mall that the community is fighting for, but the bank loaner is fighting back and trying to give the mall to someone from overseas.
Yeah, we're in South Central, the Baldwin Hills Mall.
Yeah, Baldwin Hills Mall. Yeah.
I'll see. Look, y'all on topic. What's your thoughts on it?
Based on what I have, I've been following it. Man, what's that brother's name?
Well, you talking about David Gross?
Yeah, David Gross. So David Gross, he started a not-for-profit fund for people to invest in. They brought all that money together, and then they went to go buy this mall. And then they submitted their bids along with all these other groups that submitted bids, and they were passed over. Even though they said that they wanted to expedite it, that they could be able to close the fastest, and so on and so forth. And there's a lot of politics involved where people still try to give it to whoever was in the know. There's a lot of things that happen with politicians on the side to even if it's not in the best interest or doesn't pay the most or isn't done the right way, they still give it to a different group. And so that's his argument, is that they followed all the rules and they were the best bid. And 6 months or 9 months later, the property still has not been sold. And so that's a perfect demonstration of, look, we said we could do it. We said we could close in X amount of time. You gave it to somebody else saying that they could do it faster and better, and they still haven't bought the property. How come you won't sell it to us? It's still available, so just let us buy it. So David Gross, I hope that something changes, that that whoever's blocking them from that opportunity, because people from South Central and from that community, Baldwin Hills, are investors. Right. And they say all the time they want the community to benefit from this stuff.
Okay, Piper Hawkins Green says investments groups are a smart option, especially if you have a diverse group on the same page. Have either of you ventured into real estate outside of the Chicagoland area?
Well, as recently as today, my fiance bought 2 mobile homes in Indiana, Northwest Indiana. Well, sounds like I'm about to go somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
You can talk about it.
Yeah. So as far as investing, we did invest in a project down in Houston, but we're passive investors on that project. And then we're getting into mobile homes, and because that's also a bunch of different ways to make that work for us. We got our property in the Bahamas. We're pretty much done with a 2-unit apartment building about 15 minutes away from the airport when you fly into the Nassau, Bahamas. And we're going to build 2 more. So we'll have 6 apartments total in the Bahamas.
Are those apartments or Airbnbs?
We're still deciding. It's probably going to be a mixture of long-term rentals and Airbnbs. But we'll come back on the show and show some videos and feature that on here. Why not? Can we come back and do that and talk about?
I still gotta make it down here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? We'll probably do that in the spring. We'll come back on here in the spring. Give us some time. We'll come back in the spring and bring some videos and feature all of that stuff so that you can see what we're doing in the Bahamas too.
Okay, I heard that you could get incentives from the city government if you buy houses in the inner city area.
Yeah. So these programs are always coming up. I mean, and the great thing about it is that if you Google down payment assistance programs, every community, like every city, state, and even there's even federal grants that help with the purchase of properties. There's even organizations like the Cook County Land Bank Authority that is really it's a land bank, so they have like thousands of properties that people can buy directly from the Cook County Land Bank below market value. So there's a lot of sources for assistance with buying properties and finding properties.
Ms. Drea says, I really hate that I haven't had a chance to watch yet. I'll be wanting to know the behind the scenes stuff that a lot of people may have missed. LOL, I'm super nosy. Well, they'll be back. I see that Iota Phi Theta T on episode.
Ow.
Y'all will hit a lick down in Louisiana. The cost of living is pennies compared to other cities and states.
True.
Yes, that's what I'm seeing. A group of homes being purchased in a neighborhood. Now the demographics are changing in the communities from blacks to Hispanics. They're selling to their own people.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not mad at them. You know, like we point these things out as if it's a bad thing. No, we just need to do what we're supposed to do. You know, because the thing is, being pro-Hispanic or being pro-black doesn't mean that we're anti anybody. They learn the rules to the game, put their money together. Their whole family puts all their money together. They go in there and build stuff, and then eventually, when it's time to sell it, they go back to their own community and say, "I got a finished product that you can buy from us." It's what we're supposed to be doing. So kudos to them, and hey, let's get our act together so we can do the same thing.
What about first-time home buyer programs?
There's always a first-time home buyers program. And some of these programs, they label them first-time home buyers, but it's even if you sold a property 10 years ago and you've been renting for the last 10 years, you can go right back and use these same programs to get 3.5% down to purchase a property, to get $7,500 towards your closing costs and down payment. These programs are available. If you don't own property, you can go after them, and they're always there. Look at IDA.
That's IDA.
Yep. No.
IDHA. Oh yeah.
And they have a bunch of programs listed there. I'm just saying, like in this day and age, it's a Google search. You put Chicago, you put Houston, you put LA, you put whatever city and say down payment assistance program and put the name of the city in there, and then it's going to come up. Like a bunch of websites that come up.
Look, Wanda is all in this thing. She said, I'm thinking of taking equity out of my house and to get started flipping, but I'm a little afraid.
Yeah, if you're afraid, it's because you're not prepared.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, it's always a great idea to figure out how to create more assets, meaning buying rental properties, flipping properties, buying mobile homes, getting an 18-wheeler truck. These are all things that can create money for you. Doing Airbnb, which is where you take your 2-flat that you have, and instead of doing long-term rentals, you just do Airbnbs, short-term rentals, and you can make a lot of money doing that if you have the right location. Obviously, if you're in the hood, you're not doing much Airbnb, but if you're in a good neighborhood, you can do that. There's a lot of ways to slice it, but going back to this, I think that was a young lady that asked that question. They made that statement. Being afraid to do it is reason why we created that book. Is you have to form your team. We always say that you have to build relationships before you build houses. And so if you have all of the relationships in order, meaning that you have the loan officer for financing, and you have the attorney, and you have the realtor to get to that isn't in it to make money at your expense, but is in it to get you to your goal. And you have to be clear about these people who are working on your behalf. Are they doing their job to execute it on your behalf to do what you're trying to do, which is to buy the right property in the right location to either long-term rent or just to flip it and make a profit, or to do short-term rentals with Airbnb. Like, are they helping you for but you need to build your entire team. And if you have your whole team in place and they understand your goal, your fear starts to go away, because, like, for instance, your contractors, most people are most afraid of doing flips because are these contractors going to finish the job, or are they just going to take some of my money and run and not finish the job? If you got really great contractors with a great track record, and you actually have driven to a current project they're working on now, and you can see the quality of their work, you can see that they got like 10 different people working for them. It's not just Buddy, Bebe and Rico and them, just two people working, and they taking like a whole year to flip a house, but they got 10 real professionals who can do it. Your fear starts to dissipate because you have a solid team around you.
And if you pay attention to their site, I at least know for Illinois, They do have referrals of contractors, realtors, bankers, and everything is there on their website for referrals, reputable referrals. Songbird says, I agree, not mad at them at all. Trying to do that with our people is so difficult. Our people are scared or too skeptic to take chances, but I'm ready to do it. And I want to start out with a duplex. I know you're going to answer to that, but my question is, do you think there is a reason why our community is so far behind moving forward in collective realty?
I mean, part of it is just historical redlining and not being given the opportunities, not getting the education, the banks not being in the community or not giving the loans in the first place. The fact that we have, the majority of African Americans live in middle to lower class communities. That happened for a reason. So we're behind the eight ball. And then you go ask 10 different families whether they actually own any property. Black people, it might be 3 or 4 out of 10. Only 30 or 40% of our people actually have property, which they can then leverage for equity, like that young lady was talking about. Oh, because you have to actually own property in order to be able to leverage it, take equity out to go buy something else. And so we're behind the eight ball. That's the reason why. Where other communities have 2 or 3 generations of generational wealth that's been passed down.
I love the TV show, but admittedly, this has been super informative. I have so many more questions about real estate. Thanks for sharing your insight. Will you two do a Q&A session in the near future?
Yeah, we can do it next week. We'll come back. We can talk about episode 8. We can answer some more, real estate questions. But I really want people to, go to our website, go to our social media, check out what we got going on, and watch the show, and let people know that you guys actually care. Go on Tru Tv and write in the comments that you like the show. They need to know that this community cares about the shows that we're making too.
Okay, let's get a hashtag going, and what I'll do is I'll put it on the community tab as well. Share with your family. So let's make up one now. Hashtag binge back. We want to go with binge the backyard bar wars, or we want to do something involving the Downing brothers. We could do hashtag bring back backyard bar wars. Let's make it trend.
I like that one that I saw posted. It said binge backyard bar wars, and it had
that better.
Yeah, and it had a beer mug.
I'm gonna cut and paste it. Yeah, that was great.
And then they can also do hashtag the Downing Brothers. So
okay, we'll do both of them.
Yeah,
both of them.
Both of them.
This is, as you can see, this is their podcast. Okay, and they have brought on plenty of different guests on their show to speak about the different forms of. Oh, I got to do it on YouTube. I don't forgot. The different forms and facets from real estate. How to get your stuff. Well, this your stuff. Let you do it. Talk about your podcast real quick.
I mean, Homecoming with the Downing Brothers. I think people will enjoy it because we ask the questions that you guys always want to ask influential people. How did they get started? How did you get the money? How long did it take? What pitfalls did you go into, and how did you get around it? How did you fix it? How were you able to scale from owning 1 coffee shop to having 3 coffee shops? How were you able to go from flipping 1 house or buying 1 apartment building to owning, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, or doing it in multiple cities like Kristen Patterson in episode 50? Episode 50 is amazing, especially for women. And I know there's a lot of women on this platform listening.
It's a lot of women. It's a lot of women.
There's a lot of women. And if you look right now, these last 2 episodes, that's Amanda Stapleton and Kristen Patterson. Those are women. Black women in Chicago. Amanda's here in Chicago, and Kristen, she's Chicago, Detroit, and New Orleans, doing it. So these episodes are really informative. They really are like, this is how I got started, and you'll walk away with it with actionable intel. That's one of those key words. I say to guests, I said, look, we're doing this podcast so that we can provide actionable intel, intelligence that people can act on. so that they can do the same things that they see us doing. So yeah, subscribe to the podcast, listen to those episodes. We've been on a little hiatus from the podcast because we're just trying to recover, man.
You're doing a lot.
We doing a lot, but yeah, everything that's out there is valuable. You know what I'm saying? We give substance, like nothing. I don't think anybody can go back and say that they bought one of our e-courses and it wasn't valuable information and worth it, or buy our book and not feel like, this book is amazing and I'm going to make sure other people read it. Because I've always felt that way when I was on the other side, when I was getting other people's content and listening to other people's podcasts. Like, give me the real substance.
And we're gonna wrap this up. I know y'all, once y'all get on it, y'all be in it. But they got things to do. It is Friday night and we outside. Okay. Wanda says, my fear is the property not selling quickly and being stuck with 2 mortgages.
It's not going to happen in the seller's market. It has never been easier to sell a home or a multi-unit property than it is right now, just about anywhere in America. So if you can get through the process of purchasing and renovating a property, that property will probably be under contract within the first 48 hours that is live, 2 business days.
Oh, wow.
That is not what you need to fear. What you need to fear is not completing the project because you didn't put a good team together. But if you put a good team together and you can get in there in 100, let's say 4 months, 5 months, you complete a project and you get it on the MLS for sale, you're gonna win.
Oh, wow. What's your opinion on the duplex? I want to purchase one, live on one side, rent the other side. Is it a good way to invest?
I think it's the best way.
Okay.
Period. Like, so the show is fun. It's just as fun as you think it is, Alita. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of fun with Backyard Bar Wars. But going back to the duplex, for anyone who doesn't currently own property, and especially if you're like, you're young, you're single, whatever your situation, if you feel comfortable living in an apartment building, yes, because you're living rent free. Like, one side should be able to pay for the mortgage and one side should be allow you to just live. And then once you saved up enough money, you refinance that property into a conventional loan. You may want to do a cash out refinance and take some equity out to get your second property. If you refinance it into a conventional loan, that means you can go FHA again and buy another duplex. You can buy a single family home. You can do whatever you want. So like we always talk about entry strategy and exit strategy. Entry strategy is that you're simply getting this property so that you can live in it for a year, 2 years, save up money to be able to get to the second property and get to the third one. But it's, it's about being meticulous and disciplined. And, obviously a couple things have to go right and you got to stay healthy and not have, bad things happen. But go for that duplex, girl. Go get that duplex.
Thank you for the super chat, Songbird. Thank you so much, Princess, for inviting the brothers. I am thoroughly enjoying this segment because my interest has elevated to another level. I can't wait to sign up for e-courses and podcasts. Hearts.
Yay.
So we're closing up. We're wrapping it up. Now they will be back. Okay. They will come back. And I want y'all to start watching this show.
Yes.
So, and again, I put the hashtag in here. We're going to do hashtag the Downing Brothers, hashtag binge Backyard Bar Wars. Was it Backyard Bar Wars Marathon? Okay. Hashtag Backyard Bar Wars Marathon. We're going to make it trend. Make it trend on Instagram and make it trend on Twitter. And what we'll do, you can Google a picture. I'll just give you a picture and you can put it up. I've already put pictures and clips from the commercials before on my page, but I will re-put it up there again so that you can find it.
Now, hey, for those of you who really feel like y'all like me a little bit, can you guys please
came back?
One thing that I think is really cool is when you take a video of a 5-second, 10-second clip of you watching it on your TV screen, and you put that on your story on Instagram.
Yes.
And then put the hashtag on there, binge, Backyard Bar Wars. if all of you is in here, I don't know how many people is in this room right now, but if you guys jumped on here and did that, that would be amazing. I would love you for that.
It's a little over 50 people in the room, but watch what, because it's Friday. It's a lower watch period, but by tomorrow we have the replay crew. So at least 5 people, 100 people will watch this by in the morning. And you replay crew, y'all see this, right? You see it on the screen. And I need you not to be lazy, because if you're on YouTube, you probably ain't doing too much anyway. And y'all sit on your phones and you watch TV. So I need you to do the same. Okay. Watch this show. When you binge, hashtag it, put it on, like, subscribe, support. You know, we're about support in the building. See, Black Diamond tells you to subscribe to the House of the Princess, because she's going to tell you right. Okay. Alita says that's exactly how I started buying my rentals.
There you go.
Summer, yes, thank you. I'm gonna go that route. Woohoo! I am excited. See,
I'm excited for you.
One, you know, that always does my heart good. Detroit has 2 huge family flats, which are like stacked like full-size homes. Right. Okay, you know, I heard Detroit is on the come up, and that is a good place to start buying property and get it going. Binge the backyard bar.
Backyard bar was. I want to see it.
Hey, I want to start that hashtag on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Tag us. Put at the Downer Brothers on there. Tag us. I want to, you know.
Look, and y'all need to follow their Twitter page, because I think they need some more Twitter followers. I don't like Twitter like that. I get tired of Twitter.
We got to get engaged on Twitter. We're not engaged on Twitter, but our Instagram though, at the Downer Brothers on Instagram. Make sure you show out on there.
But see, if they at you on Instagram and they link it to their Twitter, it will at you on both.
Okay, that's dope.
Oh, okay.
You look at
learn something new every day. And by the way, I'm not sure if you really expounded upon this. Does everybody know that you are a cousin?
No, I was gonna say that. I didn't want to come out with. I said it like before. I've said it before at other shows, but I wanted to do a legit interview, okay?
Oh, my bad.
But yes, they are special to me, because these are my cousins. Y'all be like, she know everybody. Yes, I do. Okay.
You do know everybody.
Right. That's real.
These are my cousins, and this is why, if you think I'm authentic and y'all done business with me, y'all support me, y'all super chat me, y'all members of my family, and y'all buy my products. So, you know, they're even better business people than I am. Okay. So, you know how I treat y'all. I don't want anybody over y'all that's not going to treat y'all any lesser than what I would. And that's what being a royal citizen is about. You know, I told you, this is their first time in our house. They're not seeing the whole ratchet side of how we get down tonight, but that's okay. We're a little bit righteous today. Y'all know how to see. Here you go. Awesome. That's cool. We are all family now.
Hear he.
What do y'all look like? We all brown.
Well, there's that.
So yes, this is my family. And we're about kingdom building around these here parts. When one go up, we're all going up, okay? True. And that's the way we build communities, and this is the way we have to build families. Our grandparents all did things great, and they made sure they kept our community together, their community together, but we kind of fell off a little bit. So this is why I have kind of fell into the big mama role a little bit amongst us all, that we've decided to start a new generation of keeping our community together, keeping our family together, rebranding traditions and making them great for us, and also sending it down to the next generation. And like, they're doing stuff now. My daughter, I didn't even know she was doing research. She's like, I'm gonna start real estate and I'm gonna go into wholesaling. So, you know, I was like, okay, but we got to get you the money and we got to get you in the right place. So that's why the royal student is now a business major, so that she can start learning how to keep her money in her pocket and run the business side of it. And I'm here for it, because I would love to flip companies, but, you know, I do this and I do other things. So what it helps is keeping the money in the family. Yeah. Help it build it. Let's back each other.
We're going to have to mess around and buy some mobile homes out there by Northern Illinois.
Okay, so you got to tell me about this mobile homes, and I was showing her some of that land out there earlier today. Like, yeah,
Right. That actually would be some good content for us to go in on a mobile home together. So once we can figure it out and get our timing together, we'll go offline and we'll do some masterminding together.
Look, he said we being good for company. Look, because I am their cousin, they already know how I act. Okay. But they know I know how to be good when we go out in public anyway. The royal citizen, yes. The Downing Brothers on Instagram. I'm following your charming cousins, Princess. Yes, follow them. And you better tell Princess sent you. I want to see their numbers go up because I'm watching from the side. Y'all do what y'all supposed to do, okay? Y'all look like Ellie too. Okay, brown skin beauty.
Shoot, I would hope so.
Good evening, royal citizens. Hey, Wonder Woman Marshall. Yeah. You guys have similar stuff. Very cool. Yep. So we're gonna let them go for today. Again, they're gonna come back. Get your stuff ready. Again, when you binge watch, we're gonna have questions for you. So you'll be able to converse with us and enjoy the show and have the excitement for the show the same way that they do. And by then you'll be able to divulge deep into what they've done in the show, because I have other questions. I just don't want to do a whole bunch of spoilers because I want you guys to get a chance to enjoy it.
By next week, I think the royal citizens should have binged watched enough. We giving them 7 days. You giving them
right?
Look, they get down to it around here. Okay.
Yeah.
They watch stuff while they work. They watch stuff while they play. They be sitting up there watching 2 people at the same time. They get it going, okay? Generational wealth and family land and some double wide.
There you go.
So great personality runs in the family. Oh, thank you, Karen.
Oh, so cool.
They be sweet sometimes. When they like you, they like you. When they don't like you, oh yeah. They get with you.
I'm glad they like us. I don't want no problems. You know?
Right.
We have a few people here now. They be like, nope, and then they'll cut you loose. But no, I knew they would like you. I knew that already. I told y'all that they would.
All right.
So, any closing words today about Backyard Bar Wars? Anything?
Backyard Bar Wars is on Thursdays at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central. We got 3 more episodes left over the next 2 weeks. Check it out on Tru Tv, Backyard Bar Wars, and go to the Downing Brothers on Instagram and Facebook, the Downing Bros on Twitter, and come back to see us right here on this platform. We are coming back to kick it with Princess AV next week.
See, look, they promised. Okay, now only thing that's gonna keep them from doing is if your house is on fire. Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised I only had to leave once.
You got that hella quick. I was like, okay, it must not have been that serious.
Yeah. So we'll figure out the schedule, but hopefully it would be dope if we can actually do it on Thursday. So let's get it nailed down, and then we'll let the citizens know, right?
Thursdays is open. Thursdays are open.
Yeah, we'll chat offline and then we'll make sure that the citizens get the actual time. We'll figure it out.
I already pulled it up on demand. Great, can't wait. Yeah, Miss Helene, you missed it, but just do the replay because they're used to having longer shows. Like I'll be on here 2-3 hours with them, but this is a short show. You could go in the playback and see what we talking about. You didn't miss too much, but you missed a good tidbit. So go put in the playback, be about the playback crew, and you get everything you need. Anthony and Anton, I do thank you for being on my show and gracing me with your presence.
This was fun.
Yeah, man, of course. You already know.
I'm going to put y'all in the backstage. I'm going to give them the Palace News, and then we're going to wrap up.
All right.
I'll be right with you. So thank you, citizens, for being good sports, okay? That was fun. I can leave the office now. Oh, you sat in the office the whole time and watched the show. Thank y'all so much. It's Friday, too. I know, again, it'll be time to be outside. So, again, yes, they're twins. Y'all didn't know they were twins. Yes, they're twins. The Downing brothers are twins. Back in the day when they were young, I couldn't tell the difference between them. They had glasses and stuff like that. I got to tell our childhood secrets. I used to didn't know who they were, and we call them by other names as children. So it took a while before I could figure out they were like teenagers before I could look at them and tell the difference between the two of them. But yes, they're twins. Okay, you got your crowns out, okay, Miss Helene. Lastly, again, Sunday, that's next Sunday, is the royal family is hosting a talent fest. And because they are a sister channel of us, Sinitra has included the royal citizens in what they're doing. If you want to participate in the talent show, just let me know. It will be via Zoom, the actual performance. So you don't have to worry about being mindful of the content, copyright strikes, or anything like that, because it will be a private Zoom. But then we'll be moving to YouTube in order to let the crowd, Apollo style, vote for who they want to win. Okay, but you have to be a 999 member. You have to be a duke or a duchess in order to participate. Top prize is $250 free. Okay, so I don't care if you do jumping jacks and your titties shake. Okay, if you're talented at that, you can do it. It's free money. The floor prize is $25. So you never know who might donate. You know, these people around here: Marcella, Jaded Nerd, So Debonair, Busy Blue, all of them. Ty said what Ty said. All of them are a part of the sister channel. So we want to come and maybe exhibit our talents and come take their crown for them over there at Sinitra's channel. Okay, so come on over and show them your talent. If you would like to compete, just let me know and I will put you in the competition. But you got to let me know, okay? And then I'll tell Sister Sinitra. Okay, look, it's time to kick off the weekend. Yes, it is. And you know you have to cap out the weekend with me. Okay, you can't get enough of me and my peoples. So we will be back in the place on Sunday, in the palace on Sunday. What time? 4:30 Central Time, because we will be doing our review of Love and Marriage Huntsville with California Cutie and Simone LaBouche. Okay, your favorite avatar. We're not going to talk about other avatar, but your favorite avatar. They ain't going to be an avatar for too much longer. And I know y'all waiting for the big reveal. But you know how we get down on the Love and Marriage Huntsville show. And I want to thank y'all for being good. Y'all came to the Crown Jewel show. Y'all really cut up the other day on Tuesday. But, you know, I want you back on Tuesday for that. Now, you know, I usually have a Monday show. I'm on the fence of if I'll have a Monday show this week because I got a special surprise. And I can't say it on camera today because it'll ruin the surprise. So I might go live a little bit earlier on Monday. I will keep you posted. What I need you to do, you subscribers, when you see the thumbnail, go to it and set a reminder, and that way you'll know that I am live. And make sure on your notifications that you press all, and then you will know that I am live as well. From that on back, we got some good stuff happening. I just thank y'all for y'all consistent support. I thank y'all for all your love. Again, go follow the Downing Brothers, not only on Instagram, but on Twitter, and support them. Put the hashtags in: binge Backyard Bar Wars, Backyard Bar Wars Marathon. Okay. Hashtag the Downing Brothers as well. Let's make this trending. Tell your friends and family to make it trend. I will put something up to start it off so that and make sure you at Tru TV, and I'm going to put it in the chat. Tru TV. That is the network the show is on. So look at your local, you know, y'all all over the world. I don't know if y'all got Tru TV in the UK, but if you do, if you watch it on the internet, I'm sure that you can find it. Okay. Whatever time zone you're in, watch it. Okay. Let them know that we need to make sure that this show keeps going, that we're supporting our Black brothers and sisters, that we want them to be great. All right. With all that being said, I think I've done the Palace News. Again, keep your eyes on the community tab, because this weekend I'll be flooding it with everything, especially if you are a member, and all of the information that you need as a member will be up there. I like to see y'all in these YouTube streets or lurking on YouTube bushes. Okay. Yes, I do. You know, I be lurking in the bushes. I like to support everybody whom I can. But right now, oh, I got a lot of things to do. And I just thank y'all for coming out. I thank y'all for y'all support. And I thank you for the love. But guess what? Stop, like the video, and subscribe if you're on the playback crew. Subscribe. Don't be lazy. Subscribe. Don't be lazy. Subscribe and like. And like, don't be lazy, because that's what we do. We sit up there and be like, oh, I'll do it later. Just do it now. Why wait? Do it now, because you're not doing anything else. And you love me and I love you. And that is how we support each other. Yes, Black Diamond is ready to turn out the lights. And so am I. And I am Princess AV, where we are 50% righteous and 50% ratchet here in the house of the princess. It is time to turn out the lights. I love y'all till I see y'all on the next go round. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I can't say bye-bye. I got to recognize Black Diamond, because Black Diamond gave me this crown, and she gave me some other crowns that y'all will see. She had to get me all the way together, because y'all see her get me together in the chats. And I thank you, Black Diamond, for being a great supporter. I appreciate them. Look, give us some crowns, because these crowns is everything. And I am here for it. They are gorgeous. Thank you so much, Black Diamond, for the wonderful gift. So, yes, this is just one of them. So she gave me a lot of them. And I'm going to be wearing them. So thank you, Black Diamond. Okay, so now I could definitely turn out the lights. I love you all. Bye-bye. Royalty Beauty Brands is a female, Black-owned beauty company with all of your cosmetic needs in mind. Right now, we offer hair extensions, eyelash extensions, and our flagship product, Yumbella Lip Glam. Coming soon to add to our product line will be promo merchandise, lip oil, lip scrub, beard oil, body butter, body soap, and makeup, to name a few. Every product is vegan friendly and carefully made with the consumer in mind. Check out our Royalty Beauty Brand social media and go to our website to sign up for our exclusive mailing list for discount codes and to place an order. Don't forget to leave us some feedback. Royalty Beauty Brands. We see the beauty in you.